Hello guys and welcome to another plan with me. You may notice I'm not wearing my ring. It's because I'm dealing with some eczema on my finger and it hurts. So I'm going to pull out my inserts from my print impression SPC edit planner. And we're going to jump right on into it. I did move my kits around from my kit lineup a little bit because today is, in real life, it's Texas winter and it's like snowy and cold. So I rotated my like more wintry kit to be used on like this week, so the week of like the 15th. But we are going to begin, we're going to be planning the week of the 8th through the 14th, which is my dad's birthday week. And I'm going to be using this kit, which is Walking in the Rain from SPC. It's very, very, very pretty. Kind of love it. Hate the cat. Honestly, I will let you guys know that I absolutely do not like the cat. And then I have these boxes. I love this tall girl, which means I probably won't use her. Maybe we'll just do 2 tall girls on the side. That's a possibility. Used a bunch of the doodles, and I am going to be using the rainy day bundle from my shop. If you pick up the rainy day bundle, here is what it comes with. Let me get her. And I'm using lavender hollow foil, and I'm using font choice 7. It will come with like the raindrop headers. This page is standard, the mixed overlays, the cloud and raindrop washi, and then the weather underlays. We're just gonna jump right on in. I do not want the box from the thing, so I'm gonna use these. I think I'm actually gonna just do the 2 tall boxes in the side, so we'll just need 8 other boxes. What am I gonna get rid of? I think I'm gonna get rid of this and replace it with the board game stack because I don't like the cat. Simply, that is the reason. But this week we are planning for, let me make sure I got some days of the week. Yep. Monday was my dad's birthday, so naturally I marked that. I sent him, I got him like some of this coffee that he likes, as well as I sent him flowers because he loves flowers. But yeah, so I did call him. We chit-chatted. It was lovely. My sister went over there on his birthday and like had dinner with him and such. But we went to the post office, had a cute little PO drop, got groceries, and got a McDonald's soda. And then I came home and I did some filming, and then I did some worky stuff. I think I like probably pulled foil or something like that day. I'm gonna pull this out. This half of the page is called Weekly Essentials. These holes are, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Hole choice 3, the date numbers are in font choice 5. And the corners are from various corners sheets from the shop. And then the days of the week I'm gonna be using are in font choice 2, no foil. All right. So I had a YouTube binge, and then I was reading Fourth Wing this week. In the beginning of the week, me and Andrea made like this pact, this deal. Nick's joining into it this year as well, that like after the year ends, we like reflect on what 5-star reads we had for the year, and we pick one of them for the opposite to read. I did make this year it wasn't like a completely wild difference in pages, but Andrea primarily reads really fat fantasy books, like very long, and I tend to read like not like short but like 300-ish page books, and she reads like 800-ish page books. I think the book I gave her this year I think was like 400, and the book she gave me was 500, which is like whatever. But next year I said if she can pick what she wants, but if it's like over 100 pages more than the book I'm reading, like if it's like a significant amount, then she might end up with like 2 books to make it even, because like I'm not gonna read a 800-page book and have her read a 200-page book. That's just not fair. But the book she had me read was Fourth Wing. No spoilers, promise. But my thoughts and feelings is, like, it's a romantasy book. That's, like, information everybody has going into it. I did not like the romance. I thought the romance was really cringe. And this is like a very much so a me thing. Like, I'm not mad at the book for this. It's just a personal preference. I don't like fighting action-y type of scenes. Like, if I'm watching like a Marvel movie, like the fight scenes is like where I'm bored and don't really like pay attention. And so like any scenes like that in this book, I was like, ugh, not a fan of. But again, that's like a me situation, not a reflection on the book. If it didn't have any romance in it, I probably would have given it a 4, but the romance was just written so cringy that like I literally could not get past it. But I was reading that on Monday. I think I got like around 60% done. I like started it Sunday, I think, and then Monday I got to like the 60% mark. Tuesday, me and Chris had our classic Cabo Bob's date, and then I came home and worked. I watched YouTube. I've also in the evenings been, like when I'm laying in bed, been catching up on the Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide podcast. And I'm almost caught up, but it's been very interesting and fun to watch. But yeah, so I did that, and I did cook dinner this day. I made like these balsamic glazed veggie grilled cheeses with tomato soup. It was delish. I did FaceTime with my sister this day. I just also didn't mark it. And then I finished Fourth Wing this day, which was honestly very impressive for me. Wednesday was Girls' Day. Nick has been joining us for like our... Okay, where'd that hole protector come from? Did I peel it off this page? Oh my god. But we went to get breakfast. We went to like a diner. It was scrumptious. I love like a greasy spoon diner, and that's like the vibes we were going for. I ended up getting Andre. First off, I hate being annoying, so like I was just like, I'm just gonna get biscuits and gravy. But onion rings sound really good, but I won't eat both because it comes with 3 biscuits. And she's like, why don't you just ask for like a side of like a biscuit with a side of gravy? And I'm like, I don't want to be annoying. And she's like, that's not really like annoying. Like, I've worked in restaurants. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm just like, yeah, well, I feel like that's me being like kind of problematic. And so like, I don't really want to. And she's like, I will order it for you. And I'm like, no, it's fine. And then the girl came over and she just like simply spilt my drink all over like my phone and did not say sorry or offer to help wipe it up. She literally just like dumped it. And I'm just like, yeah, be annoying, please. Because I was annoyed. So I was annoying back, you know? But we did that, and then after we did, well, actually technically before that we went to the grocery store, but whatever. And then after we went to the dollar store because it was really beautiful out and we were just like, you know, spreading our wings and flying. We went back to Andrea's house and hung out for a bit. We did, I think, play a game like during this time of the day. I think we played the role player expansion, which was really fun. And then we did go to Walmart, and then we came back to Andrea's house and had a game night. And then we played the Taverns of Tiefenthal expansion, which like this whole situation, oh, actually I only needed 7, so another thing's gonna be nixed from this, and I think it's gonna be like the basket with the blanket. But yeah, it was such a bad expansion. Like, it honestly pissed all of us off. We were all like, yeah, it's time to call it like a night. Like, my brain is fried from like playing that. It was just not good. So that was really annoying. Then I came home and I watched some of the Ned's podcast, and honestly, I was so exhausted because that game really took it out of me. Thursday I woke up and I got I actually got a soda and hash browns. So good. I actually was like there before lunchtime was over. Everybody like in my real life kind of gives me shit for the fact that like I sleep till like 10 o'clock. But like when you take into account that I usually work until like midnight, and then I'll read for like an hour or two, watch, like I usually don't go to sleep until like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just like naturally a night owl, so like it's just what works for me. So stop giving me shit, people. But yeah, so I did that, came home, worked. What am I doing? Watched YouTube. And then I began my next book, which, wait till I get to Sunday to tell you my review on this. But I started The Last Word by Taylor Adams. I want to also preface this. I was really excited to start this book because I read another book by Taylor Adams, and it is called No Exit. And that book, chef's kiss, 5-star read. So to say I was disappointed in this book was an understatement. But I started this book, and then we went to the grocery store. Yeah, we went to H-E-B because I was going to make dinner. And then I realized I just, like, didn't have the taco shells. Like, I just forgot to buy taco shells. So I ended up not making dinner. I'm pretty sure we got McDonald's. It was, yeah, 2 McDonald's in one day type of situation, okay? We're just gonna pretend that did not happen. It's embarrassing. So, yeah, Friday I worked, watched YouTube, and then we're talking about, like, getting food because we were, like, really bad about eating fast food this week. We're gonna be better this week. I say that every week and it just doesn't happen. But, like, I've been, like, feeling really bad about myself. I've been breaking out really bad, and I think it's because I've been eating so poorly. But I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, I'm just sick of everything. Like, I wish Sonic still had those buffalo chicken bites. So I'm like, let me just go on their website and, like, see what's up. I shit you not, they're back. Them bitches are back. I had a 6th sense about it. I was like, let me just check. And I simply checked, and bada bing, bada boom, them bad boys were there. And I was so happy. So I was like, we're going to Sonic. So I went to Sonic, and then it was game night, and Andrea made homemade cinnamon buns, and they were fire flames. They were so good. I've tried to make, I'm typically like the baker of the bunch, but like the one time in my life I've made cinnamon rolls, they were horrendous. And hers were so good. This is like awkward spacing, so I'm just gonna kind of put like the clouds and the raindrops up here from the deco on this page. Yeah, that's cute. But they were literally phenomenal. The icing was like this vanilla cream cheese. Ugh, so good. I could go for that right now, honestly. I kind of feel like I'm getting a little sick, honestly, also. Like, I'm so stuffed up. Space is absolutely everything. So, yeah, that was, oh, I guess I should explain. Friday, we actually just, like, Andrea was like, are you free tonight? And I'm like, yeah, why? And she's like, you want to have, like, a game night tonight, too? And I was like, hell yes. That was actually bonus game night. Because we're gamers, guys. And it was so fun. We had such a good time. We played a lot of, like, light, easy games, which we don't do very often, but, like, it just felt good for the soul. It was so fun. So, yeah. Then we'll move on to Saturday. I worked. I also did go and get a McDonald's soda because I have no self-control, I will admit. So I went and did that. And then I think I've mentioned this before. Me and Andrea are doing like a Valentine's Day exchange. We're actually going to spend like actual real life Valentine's Day together, which is so funny because it happens to be on a girl's day. And she's like, did we plan this? And I was like, oh, do you like want to move it? Like, me and Chris don't do anything for Valentine's Day. Honestly, I do not like crowded places, and everything is so crowded for Valentine's Day. It kind of gives me anxiety. So I would just prefer to do something like at a later date. I actually hate that these two kids are back to back. That's probably why I didn't have them in this order. But it's fine because this is not my everyday planner. But, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so we're not gonna do anything on real Valentine's. And she's like, well, our anniversary is 2 days before Valentine's, so we just kind of celebrate it then. And I'm like, okay. But the final part of our Valentine's Day prompts that we're doing came in the mail, and I got everything wrapped on Saturday, so that was cute. I watched a bunch of YouTube again. We went to Sonic again, and then we had game night, and it was wonderful. I loved it. Honestly, such a blast. I like to put the stroke box on this side because the double box is on this side and it's also a stroke, so then it kind of like separates those. Yeah, no. So cute, so cute. Okay. And I have 2 tall boxes, which kind of ruins my life, but that's fine. Oh, I have like the corners. I also have these though. I think I'm gonna use like the little drippity droppities on this tall girl down here. But yeah, so that was Saturday. I also had another one of Andrea's cinnamon rolls to start. Oh, so good. So Sunday, I did sleep in and then we worked. Honestly, I was in a really, really, really foul mood this day. I do have, oh no, that looks horrible because those are up there. Let me get the corners. I do have misophonia and I hate like chewing noises are like my #1 like hatred in life. But I've learned that like a lot of just like repetitive noises really piss me off. And because it was getting cold here in Texas, the precaution you have to take is to like let your faucets drip, because faucets here are not like built to withstand like cold temperatures, like freezing temperatures. And, like it is like 19 today. So we've been having to have the faucets drip, and the sound of it is like actually infuriating to me. Chris is like, I can't even hear it. And I'm like, bro, I know. Chris like legitimately has hearing loss because he used to be in a metal band. And yeah, I'm like, yeah, bro, like you can't hear it, but like I'm suffering. So it's been like really annoying. But I did play a bunch of BGA this day, watched YouTube, and then like I said, was really in a bad mood. So I took a hot long shower. That's like my #1 like decompress if I'm like feeling burnt out, feeling anything. Like I go and I take a hot shower. I hope you guys can't see how gross my finger is, but so I did go and take a shower, and then I was just like scrolling on my phone, and then I fell asleep for like a 3-hour nap by accident. That was tragic. And then I read and I finished The Last Word by Taylor Adams. Like the premise of this book is that there's this girl, she's like house sitting for this house in this like small town, and she's like, she loves reading, and she reads this like thriller book and thinks it's horrible, and she gives it a 1-star review and like leaves like her opinion that it like sucked. And the author writes back and is basically like threatening her, like remove your comment or else. And then he like starts stalking her, and it's like a whole thing. And the irony that I wanted nothing more than to give this book a 1-star. I gave it a 2-star just to be safe because I didn't want to be like, you know, bopped. But it was horrible, and I'm so glad I'm done with it. But this is the base, and it's so freaking pretty. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna move in to the day by day now. Again, I am apologizing ahead of time for my finger. I was gonna put a band-aid on it, but the band-aid, when I like bent my finger, it was like painful, so I decided against it. So I'll try to like mainly only use my right hand, because I don't wanna like gross people out. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna mark is that it was my dad's birthday. I'll just keep my hand like this and you can't see it as much. And then had a post office droppy poo. Got groceries and got McDonald's. Okay, you can't really see my issue here, so that works out. I'm actually obsessed with this like spread already. It's so good. So for my dad's birthday, I am gonna use the presents icon or doodle from the doodle sheet that was an addition to this kit. And then I do have the Happy B-Day script, and that is from the foil bundle. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. And it is in font choice 3. For P.O. Drop, I do have the mini icons in Lavender Hollow, and that is the envelope. And then I have the P.O. Drop custom in font choice 7, which is like the typewriter font. Anywho, Oopsies. And then for groceries, I do have the grocery cart icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a groceries script in font choice 7. And then for McDonald's, we do have the fast food icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a McDonald's custom in font choice 7. Okay, that was my bad. Then we'll move down here. The first thing I'm going to mark is filming. And then I will mark working, YouTube binging, and reading. So for filming, I've got the film camera from the mini icons sheet in Lavender Hollow, as well as a film custom in font choice 3 in Lavender Hollow. For working, I've got the laptop from the Doodles sampler, as well as a work script in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. For watching YouTube, I've got the movie clapper from the mini icons sheet, as well as a YouTube script in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. And then for reading, I've got the book icon for the mini icons sheet in Lavender Hollow, as well as a read script in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. Oopsies. Moving up here, I am going to use this to mark me and Chris going to get Cabo Bobs. And then I will use a squared off box to mark working. So for me and Chris going to get lunch, I am going to use the place setting icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a with Chris custom. This is in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. And for working, we've got the retro computer from the Doodle sampler, as well as a work script in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. Then down here, I'm going to mark YouTube binge. Nope, nope, nope. Wrong blue. I just used that blue. YouTube binge with a light blue. And then I will mark that I cooked with a purple little thing. And then reading with a page flag. Gray. Okay. So for YouTube binge, I do have the YouTube laptop from the Doodle sampler, as well as a custom YouTube binge in font choice 7. For cooking, I do have the cutting board from the mini icons sheet in Lavender Hollow. Let me do one of these. Maybe this will look better. There we go. As well as a cook custom in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. And then for reading, I've got the book stack from the Doodle sampler, as well as the read script from the bundle, and that's in font choice 3. Moving over here, I'll use that label that I just picked up and put down. This will be to mark getting lunch with Andrea and Nick. And then I will mark that we went shopping to some stores, and then I'll mark me and Andrea doing our shoppity shopping. Perfect. So for us all going to get food, you guys, I'm bringing out a retro sticker. I still have some of these food doodles from SPC. I actually love those stickers, and so I have the whoa, what's it called? The eggs and bacon in Lavender Hollow, as well as a custom with A and N in Lavender Hollow in font choice 7. For going shopping, we've got the shopping bag from the mini icons sheet, as well as the shopping script from the foil bundle. That is font choice 6 in Lavender Hollow. And for me and Andrea going to Walmart, I've got the shopping bag from the Doodle sampler, as well as a custom with Andrea in font choice 7. Then down here, I am going to mark that we had game night. Ooh, technically technically that should be gray, so I'm not going to use a page flag, which is fine. So fine. We'll use this. And then I will mark TV time with this. And that I was sleepy girl. With maybe a label of sorts. Maybe I'll use one of these rounded boxes. I don't ever use the rounded boxes. So for game night, I've got Lottie holding some cards, and then a custom game night and font choice 7. And then for watching TV, I've got the old TV from the Doodle Sampler, as well as TV Time from the foil bundle. That is in font choice 4 in Lavender Hollow. And for being tired, we've got the bed icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as Tired as Fuck from the foil bundle. That's font choice 5. And that's the first half. Moving into the second half, the first thing I will be marking is getting McDonald's. Of course, love her. And then working. So for getting McDonald's, I have Lottie with a Happy Meal, as well as a fast food script from the foil bundle. That's in font choice 5 in Lavender Hollow. And then for working, we've got this laptop from SPC, as well as a work script, and this is in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. I'm so used to saying font choice 2. Okay. Down here, I am going to mark, this is my favorite pattern from the kit. It's so cute. This is going to be a YouTube binge, and then we'll use a big little thing to mark reading. And then we will use a purple label to mark getting groceries. So for YouTube binge, I've got this YouTube laptop from SPC with a custom YouTube binge in font choice 7. And then I read, so we're going to have the book icon from the mini icons sheet, and then a read script in font choice 7. And then for groceries, we've got the grocery cart icon from the Doodles, as well as a grocery script from the foil bundle. That is font choice 6. Up here, we can definitely use this gray box to mark working, and then I'll use this blue box to mark YouTube binging. So for working, we do have the retro computer from SPC, we have the printer from SPC, as well as a work script in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. And then for YouTube binge, we've got this YouTube laptop from SPC, as well as a YouTube binge script from the foil bundle. That's font choice 4. And then we did get Sonic. So for that, whoa, we are not on that color. Silly me. I'll pull this. And then everything I'm doing here, I keep needing things I don't have, which is fine. And then I'll use this to mark the cinnamon bun. And then I already used the gray flag, so I'm just going to skip to the dark blue flag, and it'll be fine. Perfect. So for Sonic, I'm going to use the takeout bag from the Doodle Sampler, and I have a Sonic custom in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. And then for cinnamon bun, I have the cinnamon bun from SPC, and then a custom Cinny bun in font choice 7. And for game night, I've got Lottie with her playing cards in a custom game night script in font choice 7. Okay, and then over here, we will mark working. And then I will mark that I did go to McDonald's to get a soda pop. Yum. And then the Valentine's Day things came in the mail. So we'll use this. So for working, I've got Lottie at her computer with a work script in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. For getting the soda, I've got the car icon, as well as a soda script in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. And then for the Valentine's Day stuff, we have the present icon from the mini icons sheet and a custom V-Day in font choice 7. Then down here we will mark that I had a YouTube binge, that I went to Sonic, doot, doot, and then we will mark our game night. Part 2, it was so fun. We also like made our own pizzas, which was really fun. For binge watching YouTube, I have got this YouTube laptop from SBC, as well as the binge watch from the foil bundle. That is font choice 5. For getting a soda, I've got this like takeout icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a Sonic script in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. And then we're playing games. We've got Lottie with her game board, as well as a game night custom in font choice 7. And then we'll move on to Sunday. The first thing I will be marking is that I slept in because I was a tired girly. And then I did work, so I'll use the square off box. And I played a lot of BGA this day. So, for sleeping in, I've got the bed icon from the mini icons sheet, as well as a sleep in script from the foil bundle. That is font choice 3. For working, we've got this packages icon from SPC, as well as the work script in font choice 7. In Lavender Hollow, for BGA, I did use the paw print because all the games I play involve animals. And then a BGA custom in font choice 7. Purple label. This will be for YouTube binge. And then I will mark that I took a nap with this. And then I will use this to mark that I finished that horrendous book. It was so bad. Okay. So for YouTube binge, we've got the movie clapper icon in Lavender Hollow, and then a custom YT binge. And then for napping, I'm just going to use the clock because it was like hours. And then a nap script in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. And then for reading, we've got Lottie with her stack of books and a read script in font choice 7 in Lavender Hollow. And that is everything. Let us zoom out and take a look at the finished spread. Y'all, I zoomed out on the first try. I really thought about it. Ugh, okay. This is so freaking good. Can we just reflect? This is so pretty. I'm obsessed. Got lots of things left over. A bunch of things on that page. I barely used any little things. Bunch of solid boxes, some pattern boxes, deco, checklists, a flag. We've got some headers and icons from overlays, scripts, flags and deco, some full boxes, headers, full box and date covers, underlays, some scripts, some doodles, and some full boxes. But that is everything, guys. If you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then, well, give it a thumbs down. Either way, you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.